Hi, I'm Stacey from Funcaliber, and today we're looking at those companies doing good in times of crisis. Bad news seems to be coming thick and fast recently, with horrible statistics on the spread of coronavirus, the alarming number of fatalities it's caused, through to the stock markets plunging, a looming global recession, unemployment numbers increasing by millions in just a few weeks, and more recently, negative oil prices. But amidst all the doom and gloom, there's some inspirational stories of individuals and companies doing good. Small acts of kindness to help out in the crisis. Captain Tom Moore raising money for the NHS springs to mind. The 99-year-old war veteran has raised more than £27 million for the NHS by walking the length of his garden. More locally, some communities have organized groups to do the shopping for vulnerable neighbors, dog walking, or collecting prescriptions. Then, of course, there's the wonderful NHS staff working tirelessly to help the sick, the shop workers keeping shelves stocked and food delivered, refuge collectors disposing of the evidence of all those extra snacks we've been eating, teachers supporting children of key workers, and many more. During these difficult times, we're also hearing stories about companies doing good, so we thought we'd do a quick roundup of some of those businesses and the funds investing in them. Apple, a holding in T. Rowe Price Global Focused Growth Equity, is donating 9 million N95 protective masks to help protect medical staff from contracting the virus. Although the company doesn't produce the masks itself, it has access to certain supply chains and is able to source the equipment in a way that the governments can't. Saga, a holding in 24 Corporate Bond Fund, has offered 2 of its cruise ships as floating hospitals to help deal with the coronavirus. They stand ready on the Thames River and could provide space for more than 2,600 patients in separate cabins. Tesla has also received praise lately. A holding in Kames Global Sustainable Equity, Tesla has delivered over 1,000 ventilators to a California hospital to help with the treatment of patients of COVID-19. Despite repeatedly downplaying the severity of the virus, Elon Musk has promised he would procure ventilators to help with a shortage that is predicted across the United States. He's also delivered 50,000 face masks to the Seattle home of a University of Washington physician. Additionally, a consortium of over 20 companies from industrial, technology, and engineering sectors named Ventilator Challenge UK is also playing its part in the pandemic. It's come together to produce medical ventilators and has already received formal orders from the UK government in excess of 10,000 units and is accelerating production. The companies involved, including Microsoft, a top 10 holding in premier diversified growth, has taken many of their people from key company projects to serve the national need. American Express, a holding in 91 Global Special Situations, announced that in partnership with Hilton, it will donate up to 1 million hotel room nights across the United States to frontline medical professionals leading the fight against COVID-19. The companies will make rooms available without charge to doctors, nurses, EMTs, paramedics, and other frontline medical staff who need a place to sleep, recharge, or isolate from their families throughout the end of May. Moët Hennessy Louis Vuitton, or LVMH, known more for its champagnes and luxury goods, also has joined the effort by using its perfume production lines to start making hand sanitizer to protect people against the coronavirus outbreak. The firm, which is a holding in BlackRock European Dynamic, said it would manufacture the disinfectant gel using the production lines of its perfume and cosmetic gels, given it already has the 3 main ingredients: purified water, ethanol, and glycerin, to hand. These are then being made available to the French health authorities free of charge. Unilever, a holding in Threadneedle UK Extended Alpha, has also committed to provide free soap, hand sanitizer, bleach, and food to the value of €1 million. The company said that until there's a vaccine for COVID-19, soap remains our best first line of defense. Unilever has launched initiatives in the US, India, China, UK, Netherlands, Italy, and other countries all around the world, with teams manufacturing and distributing millions of bars of free soap to those most in need. Nestle, a holding in Janus Henderson European Selected Opportunities, has stepped up its humanitarian efforts in response to COVID-19 by partnering with the International Federation of the Red Cross and Red Crescent societies to provide urgent help to emergency services, caregivers, and to strengthen health systems. The company, another strategic partner of the World Economic Forum, will donate food, medical nutrition products, and bottled water to bring relief to those most affected by the pandemic. Nestle has immediately made a donation of $10 million million Swiss francs for countries most in need and will deploy available logistics capacities to support the needs of the Red Cross in countries around the world. The Red Cross is also moving into a significant number of Big Yellow stores across their network at no cost, so that it can provide support to the community with a view to relieving some pressure from the NHS. Big Yellow Group is one of the largest self-storage providers and most recognized brands in the UK. It's also a holding in Montenero UK Income. HSBC has said that its UK division donated £1 million to the National Emergencies Trust Coronavirus Appeal and British Red Cross to help support vulnerable people affected by COVID-19. It's a holding in ESR&M UK Recovery, whose manager has also invested in Cocc-Cola recently. Across North America, the Coca-Cola company is redeploying its resources to meet the needs of those on the front line of the COVID-19 fight. In Boston, the company has provided logistics and supply chain support to a not-for-profit to help produce face shields for frontline health workers. More broadly, the Coca-Cola Foundation has awarded $13.5 million in grants for not-for-profit organizations responding to the coronavirus in North America and Canada. The latest grants support economically disadvantaged communities, with one grant enabling 200 food banks to feed vulnerable populations. Other grants are funding childcare for emergency health workers, mental health and counseling, and other emergency aid resources. International banking group Standard Chartered, a holding in Jupiter UK Special Situations, launched a $50 million global fund to help people affected by the COVID-19 pandemic. The group has already provided $25 million to support emergency relief in countries where the number of COVID-19 cases has soared and healthcare facilities are under significant pressure. The additional $25 million will help communities and businesses recover from the economic impact of the pandemic. Global technology leader Cisco Systems is committing $225 million to help fight the COVID-19 pandemic. A holding in Fidelity Global Dividend, Cisco is distributing a portion of this commitment through the United Nations Foundation's COVID-19 Solitary Response Fund, which is supporting the World Health Organization's work on managing the COVID-19 outbreak. Lastly, the Novo Nordisk Foundation is funding 50 million Danish krone in grants for scientific, social, and health outreach projects to manage the impact of COVID-19 in Denmark. A holding in European Opportunities Trust and Comgest Growth Europe ex-UK, it is a strategic partner of the World Economic Forum and has taken the innovative approach to support national projects that are publicly accessible and able to be initiated immediately. Knowledge from the products can then be used in similar situations in the future. Applications are being considered across 3 grant areas: scientific projects that test new treatments, techniques, and technologies, outreach initiatives that assist with communication about health crisis to the public, and social initiatives that support particularly vulnerable people affected by COVID-19. And if you're interested in how these companies' responses could change the way we see them in the future, be sure to listen to the Investing on the Go podcast, episode 56, with David Harrison from Rathbone Global Sustainability, as we talk about how firms have treated customers, employees, and the community fairly during this time. David also gives his thoughts on how society and work practices could change forever following lockdown. Thanks for watching, and remember to stay home, stay safe.